Part of the reason why I think I need to make this shift is voicing my opinions is probably pissing a lot of people off. I think if we have opinions, we piss people off. I think it's okay to have an opinion, but I think some people's opinions have made me react in a very negative state of mind. It's been really, really hard for me to react in a really, really peaceful manner, peaceful and loving, when somebody has an opinion that is so wrong to me. It's so offensive, so abusive, so I'm hypersensitive. So when your opinion goes against my opinion, trust me, I'm more offended than you are about my opinion being different than yours. But I'm pretty sure that my opinion is offending you, and I'm sorry for that. So I think that if my opinion is wrong, then we should find out in the questions that we ask. And just this alien thing, if you believe you're an alien, but you have two parents and you're born on this planet like every other human being, but you're an alien, what makes you think you are any different than just a human being that's choosing to put a label on yourself? I don't understand that. From my perspective, if you came on this planet the same as everybody else, you got two parents, then you are human. You're not an alien. From my perspective, I mean, when I really, I don't know what the question is to ask, but would wouldn't you think that how we perceive our world is alien? That if you see yourself different than everybody else, maybe it's just because you see things different than everybody else. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you are alien, does it? If you can go places and have experiences that nobody else has had, are you not just an example of our human capabilities that's just so wild it seems alien to everybody else? I'm misunderstood all of the time. I see things that nobody else sees. If these aliens, if people are actually humans, that what they see in the world is so alien from the way the majority of the planet is seeing things, and you are an advanced species, then I am human, and I've seen the human potential where human life, the body, the skin in this body is not supposed to die. If you're a light worker, if you are spiritual, if you have all of the answers, if you are more advanced, if you are that going to help us transform ourselves into our potential, what are you transforming us into other than our fullest potential? Wouldn't something be here to help us unfold our full potential? And what is that? And if our full potential is that the human body is not supposed to die, then you should know what is causing us to die. You should know how to fix us, how to heal us. So what would it take to cure every illness? If this is aliens, That's if you're aliens, but you were born like every other human, and you have two parents. How come I know how every illness on this planet is curable and has been proven so for 20 years? It's information that the majority of people don't know, but there's a cause to why everybody is dying, even aging, accidents. We want to look at the planets, the stars, the earthquakes, natural disasters. All of these are causal. So if aliens were like, now is the time to show up, what are you showing up and teaching us? Wouldn't it be to stop all of this that's coming? Wouldn't it be the transition to unfold our fullest potential? That if we don't, it's going to cause us a lot of problems. And maybe that's why you're showing up, is because if we take the wrong direction, it's going to cause trouble. So if you are an alien and more advanced, wouldn't you have better information than me? And because from my perspective, light workers are all telling me, no, the human body's supposed to die, but it doesn't really die. The spirit never dies. And it's like, no, what if that's the wrong direction? What if that's like, okay, accept your death. Everything you're doing, the wars, the banking, everything that's stressing out human life, that's really bad. It's actually a good thing because it's going to kill you. What is the difference, light workers? I really don't understand that concept, that if our human full potential, if we're really loving and peaceful, if we're truthful about what love actually is, because I don't really get the loving feeling from light workers who happen to believe that it's acceptable for the human body to die, because in order for you to have that belief, you're sustaining a behavior that actually kills me. And because I'm the one that you're killing, I'm the one that's saying, hey, stop. So how do you stop light workers from being abusive if abuse is defined by their acceptance that the human body is allowed to die? It doesn't really die. And in order for, human life to die and make that transformation into death is by all of your wars. Kill your neighbor, poison your food, destroy the planet. Wouldn't it be the light workers that are actually sustaining everything that's wrong with their belief simply that human life is, yeah, it's limited. It's here for the short run. Or would light workers encourage, what love is when you start talking about getting rid of the behaviors that result in the death of human life? One death, doesn't matter. If we can wake up to knowing who we are, and our fullest potential is knowing that we can only transform into who we're supposed to be if we know how to keep this body alive. We have to master and be the gods because we're capable of keeping this body alive if we walk in our right path. And it is the path of what true peace and love looks like. Not talk. It's like, I walked into this place when, I don't know if anybody's watched my videos, but somebody stole our rent. So I had to go and get some help at this agency that helps out. One example that they don't really help out is, yes, they helped us out financially, really grateful for that, but they had a sign up there on how to end homeless. And okay, you've watched my channel, I kind of have a few suggestions. So when I see a sign that says we're trying to end homeless, and I said, hey, I'd like to meet with some of your people and throw around some ideas, they said, no, we're not really, basically is what they said, is no, we're not interested. It's just, we're going to put that sign up there and someday it's going to show up. And it's like, okay, it just showed up and you just said, but we're not interested. I really, really have a hard time fitting in this world, because what are you going to do? Fight with them? They want to sustain everything where they have to hand me out $400. So because it was totally unnecessary for somebody to steal my rent if we were doing things correctly. And it starts from the bottom, grassroots with these agencies that are saying they're there to help. You've got to get them knowing a few things. But, anyways, so I don't mean to be offensive to light workers, and if you really truly are loving and peaceful people, then maybe you can see my perspective that if I believe that I am a normal human, not an alien, just a person that asked a lot of good questions and did a lot of research, but had a really good intuition from the day I was born for some odd reason, had a lot of good influences, as simple as the Beatles song "Hey Jude," which it always sort of influenced me to take a sad song and make it better. It's sort of like my theme song, and uh, I'm hoping that light workers or aliens, if you are loving and peaceful, that you understand my perspective, that everything that I have experienced has unfolded a human potential that says human life is designed to live forever, and the wrong direction is anything that ends up ending any human life. So anybody that dies right now is anybody who survives. You got that blood on your hands. And so, but it is because none of us, in my opinion, know what we're doing. It's like that is the wildest thing you've ever heard. But if everything is causal, everything is causal. And it's been proven that um, you stop illnesses, most cancers, everything can be preventable. So all we have to do is prevent everything from happening. So how do you prevent? Well, you have to know what causes it. And it's simple, but what we do is we look at the result and put a pill, put a band-aid, make an agency to deal with the problems. Like we are doing so many things to ignore so many problems, and not one direction is ever medical, is never looked at causes. What's causing you? I just ran into a neighbor that said she went to the doctor just to see, what they would suggest, get some opinions, and she wasn't sleeping, and for a short period of time, and told her doctor that just and he handed her sleeping pills, and she was like, I don't need sleeping pills. I couldn't sleep for a couple of days, but I'm fine now. It's like the doctor didn't even listen to her that she was fine. He was just ready to write her out his prescription. And there was no what was causing you not to sleep, so that you can make a course correction in your life, and figure out why you're not sleeping without a sleeping pill. Obviously, something is keeping you awake. What? I think that that's not rocket science, that you look at causes. Chances are, if you get rid of whatever's causing you the biggest problems, but it's like you can't do the right thing within our politics, but everybody's in agreement. There's every single one of us is in such an agreement to end our lives. It's so what does it matter how somebody else kills you if you all agree that killing each other is the way to go? I don't understand that. I find that so offensive that anybody would even disagree with me. So it's the questions is, well, why wouldn't you want to live forever? Is life so miserable that you wouldn't want to live in this life, in your skin, in this reality forever? I don't want to live like this forever. Which means, okay, if that meant that you had to live your life forever, what changes would you make in your life? Or would you give up? I went to the old age home there, and it's just for the lightest question, and it's like, we are so ready to die. We are just sitting here waiting to die. They have no purpose, they're just waiting to die. And I swear, out of that one complex, I'm sure they're making a good couple of million off the medication that they can sell these old people. And it's not needed. So if you're truly alien, you're here to help. Then when you start with our healthcare, stress, and maybe cure a few illnesses, even talk about the potential that we have. Peace out.